Yes. Welcome back to another stream. It's the press conference reaction. I feel like it's been ages since we've done one of these because the last one I think was too short notice. Overall good. Yeah, press conference season. Pep's been talking again. Got some injury updates. Not too much to go on. But,
there's a lack of anything in the press conference. I'm thinking that tonight's bombazzo. Yeah, there must be a big bombazzo in the what's it called? Whatever
the embargo.
Embargo, bro. Because there's hardly anything. You know, I mean, it's all been cut off. So
I think the football's been dead, isn't it? Like, because we've had a full week off. People have been playing in midweek. We've not.
Yeah.
So we're kind of just like behind the times. Like, do you know what I mean? We're just chilling.
Yeah.
So I think there's actually just no news going about our football club other than players coming back from injury. There's only one, and it was two.
I know. Luckily, there's some other stuff for us to talk about, though, guys. So we will obviously go through the press conference reaction, but there isn't really too much there. So we'll talk about all the stuff as well. Some obviously sacking news. Arsenal won again last night. Fucking just on a madness. And why people want to know why I've got the Dortmund shirt on, isn't it? That's what people say.
People think. Bo, I don't know why. I don't know why people are acting like this, but they're acting like you've gone like do you know what I mean? Judas. But nah, look who's on the back.
You see it?
Sukai Gundogan delayed.
People should really know that because I'm sure we've mentioned this on the stream before that I bought a Gundogan top. I just never got it.
Bro, we've mentioned it like a million times. You bought that literally like it must have been like 4 months ago, bro.
I know.
It's been time.
That is actually true. Shout out to the guys at Classic Football Shirts, by the way. They were the ones who obviously I bought this off. They're sick guys, and yeah, check them out. But yeah, loads to talk about in terms of just general football. Gerrard has been sacked. We'll come on to the press conference in a minute. I want to talk about Gerrard just for a second, though, bro, because he's finally been sacked. You know what's pain? Do you know what's pain, bro? Do you know he basically knew that he was getting sacked, right? So after the game, when they was talking to him in the press conference, he knew that he was getting sacked, and then he had to get back on the coach, go back to Aston Villa, and then leave.
Nah, that's so dead.
Yeah.
That's so dead.
Yeah, mate.
That's so dead.
It's mental.
It's just basically, he must have been absolutely silent on that way home.
I know.
And they got beat 3-0 to make it worse. Do you know what I mean? I reckon they were already going to sack him regardless to what that result was.
Bro, have you seen my tweet this morning about what they put in the statement? Bro, go on my Twitter, right? Look at my last post, bro. They didn't even get like a proper person to say goodbye. They just said a club spokesman.
Oh yeah, a club spokesman said, "We would like to thank Stephen for his hard work and commitment and wish him well for the future." Is that it?
Bro, that's it. Who is that?
That's it.
Who is the club spokesman, man? You can't say that. You got to say who it is.
Surely, like the director, do you know what I mean, or someone like that. Do you know what I mean?
Mate,
that's so bad. I think a little bit is into it. Of the did you see him in the pub?
Yeah. People were saying that he already knew, innit?
Yeah. So he absolutely bladdered in that pub. His eyes, like, they're all over the place. It's not it.
It's wild, but yeah, he's finally gone. They're one place above the relegation zone. They've had a few injuries, but they just
getting what's that guy called at the back? Oh, Diego Carlos. He got injured straight away, didn't he? First game.
But the thing is, bro, they don't really score many goals. I don't know that for a fact. Let me check the table, bro, because whenever
I've just checked, bro. They've got the joint second worst amount of goals scored with 7 goals in 11 games.
They just but that's poor. How many goals?
7.
Fucking hell, bro.
Oh, the only other team that have scored 7 goals is Nottingham Forest. The only people, bro, how mad's this? The only people lower than that is Wolves. Wolves have scored 5 goals.
Yeah, that's poor, man. That's poor. But yeah, you know, I mean, and you know what, bro? He was destined for the sack because when you've got players like Bailey, Coutinho, Watkins, Ings, you can't be scoring 7 goals, bro. You've got to be taking it to teams, man.
The thing is, Villa have cash. They do have cash, and they have put money into it. Do you know what I mean? They have gone and got some signings, like say, like Leon Bailey and that. I've just seen that Lewis Gillies, mate. I've just seen you put that, and that is horrendous.
That is funny.
That is horrendous. Like
apparently they
that's
never liked
bad.
it from the
That
start, bro.
yeah. That's the thing. I think it was too much of a risk. I think on their possibilities of who they go get, I reckon they'd go for someone like. I've seen Poch, but I've seen that someone else saying that Poch's stance is clear, and I don't think
He's come out of it now. He said that. He said definitely don't want it. Like he's come out and said.
I'd imagine they'd go for someone like Unai Emery, something like that. He's been doing well in is it Villarreal or wherever he is? I can't remember where he is. I imagine they go for someone like that, but it could. I mean, at this point, it could be absolutely anyone. But it is mad. When do we play them?
We already played them, didn't we? We drew.
Oh, good. Yeah, I mean, it's still dead that we drew, but I mean, I had this whole thing thinking like, yeah, because remember, that's when people were saying that if he loses this game, it's out though. Do you know what I mean? He's getting binned, but it was actually all right. He actually lasted a little bit longer than that. Sean Dyche is do you know what I mean? That's another one who's just sitting there. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I mean, if you want to get relegated, he's a master at it.
Yeah, nice. They're in a difficult situation now, though, because they've got good players, but like I know it's early in the season, but right now you'd have to say that they're in a relegation battle because
they are in a relegation battle.
Some people will say it's early into the season. Well, we're a quarter of the way through the season, and if you're one place above relegation zone, then you're in a relegation battle. Now, they can quickly get out of the relegation battle because they've got quality players and they could put a streak of 3 or 4 wins on the bounce and go and get themselves out of it. But they need to get a manager who's going to get them out of that. What they don't really want to do, or they could do it. It's not guaranteed to fail, but it's a risk. Is that when Everton got Lampard and it was like good manager, good club, wrong time.
Wrong time, yeah.
You don't really want to be getting yourself into that sort of situation. So Emery's a good shout. I think he'd build them for like a few years, and then once they get them up the leagues into the top 10, then you could potentially, then go get a manager. Because you look at Everton again this season,
they ain't it either, bro. They've only scored 1 more goal than Villa, and they've only got 1 more point than Villa.
Yeah, I know. It's mental. Shout out Obey, by the way, with a $10.
Yes, Obey.
Still fuming, mate.
Perfect.
You're not really the only one. I kind of got over it a little bit now. Sort of put it to the back of my mind because I still think we're going to win the league, but it's still annoying. You can't deny that it was.
I do that thing, bro, where when I think about it, I kind of like get that sinking feeling a little bit, like fuck's sake. I mean, it pisses me off to think about it. So what I do is I shelve it in my brain and never think about it again. But just like that result will sit in there with all the other ones, all the other PEP fuckeries that he's done. That's where they sit.
You have to shelve it. Shout out to Blake there, Brighton fan. Please don't destroy us 7. Well, the last club that said that was Liverpool, and they ended up beating us, man. So
yeah, you know what I mean. And Brighton are a good side. Brighton are legit a good side. I respect Brighton a lot. Do you know what I mean? They're only 1 point behind Liverpool.
Yeah, they're a good side. They've had a few dodgy results recently, but I mean, they did pick up a draw against Liverpool, so I guess that's not really dodgy. But still, 4 games without a win, they could do with some sort of result. Because then when you look at the form guide, bro, if we beat them at the weekend, it's 5 games without a win. Now,
that ain't good.
If you actually deep it, you go, well, they played Liverpool, they played City. People will go, yeah, it's not that bad, allow it. But it's not nice. When you look at that form guide,
but bro. I'm looking at the results now, and they drew against Nottingham Forest. You don't want to be doing that. They lost against Brentford. To be fair, they did have, bro, check this. They've actually been shagged. Bro, they've had a bad time, right? Liverpool away, Tottenham at home, then Brentford, Forest, then City. That's grim. So they've played Liverpool. They're going to have played in the last 5 games: Liverpool, City, and Tottenham. So that's why. But in that 5-game period, they're looking at that, and they should have been going Brentford and Forest. We need to get points here because we're not going to get points the other ones. Or you'd assume they're not going to get points the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, for sure. Albert again with another 5 says Klopp out. He's not a friend of Pep. Oh, get him out, mate. I think he was managing Dortmund at the start time of his kit. because
Yeah, it
Gundogan
would have
was
been because
in
Gundogan was there. Yeah, it would have
2011.
been.
I think it was. I think this is 2011-12. So
You know what? I wish we had Kappa back as a shirt sponsor. The Kappa on the side there looks sick,
is there one on
bro.
that? Yeah, there is one on that side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks sick.
Just a reminder, guys, it's a Gundogan top, man. I'm not a Dortmund fan, innit? I'm a Gundogan fan.
Yeah, to be fair, right? I don't get hate for this, but because people don't see me do it. But when I go and play football twice a week, I never wear City tops. I always wear like Real Madrid tops. So I mean, like random tops in it. So if anyone's a Judas out of two of us, it's me in it because I actually play in these football tops, and there ain't no City links. I just buy football kits.
Marshy boy there as well, member for 2 months, says 3-0 prediction for me. Thanks for the change of my name and the membership update. He's changed his name to Marshy boy. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, Jimmy was like, yeah, that is Josh Marsh, isn't it?
Josh Marsh.
Josh Marsh, yeah. It was like, oh, nah, ain't anyone gonna remember that. Marshy Boy City. Funny, yes, Marshy Boy City. That's funny, that. That was big. I absolutely love that.
Mills here says, only been classic football shirts in Deansgate once. Need to go back and check the merch. Yeah, man, go check out.
Really good. We went to an event there like recently. We've been there a few times, to be fair, like to record some stuff. But we went to an event there quite recently, and they had like all the shirts out and that, and some of the shirts there are mad. You can get like mad prices for 6 shirts. Some of them you can get like a shirt for 20 quid. It'd be like a sick classic shirt. It's actually mad.
Nah, definitely worth checking out. Just a quick one as well. We will go through the press conference in a few minutes, guys. If there's anything else that you want us to talk about before we do, then fire it in the chat and we'll get on it. But I want to say, sorry, what you saying?
Carry on, bro.
No, I just want to say, shout out to JSGC. I see Majid's put it in the chat before.
Oh yeah, massive, yeah.
JSGC, fellow Man City YouTuber. Not sure what's going on, man, but something's obviously.
Something's happening in his family, and he's taking a step back from YouTube for a bit. And
that's it, innit? So shout out JSGC. Hopefully you get through it, bro. And just shout out JSGC in it because we need to respect the guys.
Yeah,
do it all the time.
Yeah, you all need to show him mad support. Guy comes in our chats and that, and we've always had a massive good friendship with JSGC since we first started and that. So it's not nice to see other YouTubers and that going through bad times. Mm-hmm. So that's why these communities are good, because we can all support each other when this kind of stuff happens.
Yeah, exactly. I know Bade here says LB finally got the shirt. We waited this long. Yes, Marshy. Yeah, bro. We've been talking about this shirt.
Well, we've been talking about that shirt for so long. I'm actually like stunned that you're wearing it. I seen you in the little box in the preview, because obviously I don't think I seen you tweet last night that you got it, and I don't think you mentioned it to me. So you just like stunned me with it, and if you did mention it to me, then I've just had a stroke and I just can't remember, bro. But still, it's sick. It's actually I was buzzing when you got it at the time, but you just never got it. Sir Alan, get a shave, boys. The beards are awful. mate, nah. LB's got beard game. Mine's just like stuck to the bottom of my chin. I do need to get rid of this, and Manscaped's gonna do the job, or just a normal one blade.
Yeah, I'm gonna
get rid of it, mate.
I was going to go today. Oh, no, I was going to go yesterday.
Oh, yeah, you said you were getting a fresh trim.
Yeah, no, I was going to go yesterday, but it was pissing it down. So then I was going to go today. But because we're doing the watch-along tomorrow, I thought to myself, well, I'll just go to the barbers before.
Yeah, whilst you're around here. Yeah.
Because mine and Jordan's barbers is near the shed, innit? So I'll get it done tomorrow. So tomorrow, promise, it will be gone. Well, it won't be gone. It'll be...
No, don't get rid of it, bro. Don't get rid of it. Nah, you can't full send it. Kerwin, Pierre, are you guys breaking up soon? I love that. Are you breaking up? No, we're not breaking up. People keep thinking this. I got asked this loads last night when we did the FIFA career mode stream. LB's just got his own like separate channel for like non-City related stuff. City Extra is very City heavy. So LB's got his own channel for non-City related stuff.
It's so funny, bro.
We ain't breaking up.
You do anything on your own, bro. Anything. I go for like a sandwich, bro, in Tesco. Oh, where's Jordan? What do you mean, where's Jordan?
Bro, yeah.
Mind of the hip,
Yeah, where's LB at? What do you mean, where's LB at? I'm at home. It's mad, isn't it?
Crazy. Right, we're going to get into the press conference reaction then, guys. We'll go through the Pep Guardiola comments. Make sure you drop a like on the stream if you've not done so already. We're currently on 81 likes. Let's get those likes up past 100, guys. So please drop a thumbs up on the stream if you've not done so. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. And if you want to help the channel grow, then you can become an Extra Club member. I'm looking at Obeyed in the chat, Millsy, Harry, Velocity Clips, Daniel Schnell, Harry, Elliot, and Masson Perez. Loads of other people helping support the channel grow. There's a link in the description. And yeah, you massively help the channel, man. So we appreciate it. Obeyed for 5. I will not allow a breakup.
I will not allow a breakup. Yeah, nothing's happening. Don't worry, Obeyed, mate. We're good.
Right, I've got the comments here, but by the way, I know we keep stalling it. How good was it to see Alexander Kolarov chatting about?
Oh yeah, man, coming out and talking about City and that. He also spoke about the Brighton manager as well, which is pretty wild.
Yeah, it's mad. So yeah, big up Kolarov. Right, anyway, Pep Guardiola was speaking earlier on. It is a short conference, but there is going to be quite a lot released tonight in the embargo. So my suggestion would be to follow City Extra on Twitter. And then when they come out later on tonight, I think, is it 10:30, bro?
Yeah, 10:30's the embargo time. It's just so that for people that don't know what it is, it's basically so that the newspapers have time, because they'll already have that footage now. They can all basically print for tomorrow. They print the press, like, do you know what I mean, the headlines and that for tomorrow. Yeah,
that's basically it. So you want more information, follow City Extra, but we'll give you what it is now. Harry, I got it from Classic Football Shirts, bro. They got a website, and Sir Alan with the 8 said, Jordan, you had a chip shot blonde hair and now a ginger half beard. What's going on, Ray?
Honestly, I'm all over the shop, innit? Like, what I get like a ginger beard and I just have blonde hair. So, I don't know what's going on. It's a good job I don't have that. Do you remember when I had that white hair? Imagine I had white hair and just had this. That'd be disgusting. Oh. I mean, lock me up. Lock me up.
Right, let's go through it. So, in fact, his first question today, Pep Guardiola, was actually about Steven Gerrard, who we spoke about before. So, if you guys have just joined the stream, we did speak about Steven Gerrard earlier on. So, rewind it after and see what we said. Pep said, I'm sorry for him. Managers are subjected to results. Football, the new challenge is behind the corner. He will try again. And of course, Steven Gerrard has long said in his interviews that he's a fighter. He's not going to give up and stuff. But I think it's going to be tough for him, man, because he had a lot of money to spend, bro. He had a lot of money to spend, and the one place above the relegation zone. And I know you can say they've had a few injuries and that, like whatever, but you've scored 7 goals. He's going to struggle. I don't think he's going to walk straight back into a Prem job.
Into management. No. I think one of the most telling things about it is the fact that the fans turned on him very fast. That's telling that, because that shows you that the fans weren't even behind him. They were all singing for him to leave. Do you know what I mean? That's when you know it's like basically it's a toxic situation over there, and the fans don't like the football that he's playing. If he was playing sick football, bro, and just weren't getting the results, there'd be a bit of leeway, because the fans would be like, we are watching good football, but the results just aren't coming in. Like, but it's not. It's dead football, and it's dead results. So it basically the fans are just turning on him rapid. Like, it's what it is. It's hard, isn't it? Like, and as a manager, that's it. Live and die by the sword, isn't it?
Yeah. No, completely true. Obey with the 5 said, Jordan, I'll donate my beard to you, bro.
If you could, mate, just get it first class delivered over. I'll get it stuck on for next week.
A little bit of injury updates, actually. Pep Guardiola on Kyle Walker. I didn't speak with the doctors. Hopefully he can make the World Cup if he's selected. John Stones trained the last 2 days. Tomorrow he's on the list. Calvin Phillips is doing incredible. He's doing well as well. So it sounds like this is really, really positive news. I think we've already written off Kyle Walker before the World Cup. He'll probably go to the World Cup with England, but I don't think he'll play City before.
I think he'll go. I think it's too quick to imagine him to be back at City. How many games are left? Like 5 or 6 games before the World Cup?
I think there's 3 Prem games, bro, and then we got Chelsea.
The Champions League. Yeah, in the Champions League.
Two. Yeah, so there'll be 6 games left, I think. 6 or 7. I think there's 3 or 4 games.
He ain't making that. He ain't making that. That's massive. That is massive. That, and the fact that Calvin Phillips is looking good, he might even end up going to the World Cup as well. And that was the thing when Calvin Phillips went for his shoulder surgery. Look at Trent. He got ruled out of the World Cup rapid because it was like, he can't go because of his injury. However, with Calvin Phillips, he went for surgery and no one was ruling him out of the World Cup. It was weird. And then I was thinking, the turnaround has been a lot quicker.
You had it spot on, bro, at the time. I remember you saying that the reason he's done this now, at the time, obviously, was because he'd be back for the World Cup.
Oh, yeah, he wouldn't have done it if he didn't make the World Cup. He'd have just done it afterwards, innit? Yeah.
Plus, he'll have to go, bro, because if Declan Rice gets injured, who plays CDM?
Oh, yeah.
No, he's not going to play Henderson.
Nah. And plus, Henderson doesn't even play as a CDM anymore.
Exactly. So, he's got to go. Calvin Phillips has to go.
Yeah, he's got to go. It'll be
Walker
important. It'll be massively important. I mean, he was our player of the tournament, wasn't he? Or the player of the tournament, whatever it was for England
I think it was our player. Yeah,
our player of the tournament. So he's definitely gonna have a massive part to play, and he's gonna have a massive part to play at City. Like, I can't be dealing with the stress of CDM season, even though Gundogan did a mint job, and I'm fine for Gundogan now. But I can't be having that stress anymore.
Yeah. No, I agree. Obeyed with a 5. I think he's on about your beard, bro. Do you
First
want
class
it made
Emirates
by
or
first
Etihad.
class Emirates?
Etihad all the way, delayed. Although I've never actually flown on an Etihad flight, and I've never flown on an Emirates flight, so I don't know what either are like, so I can't compare.
Apparently Emirates is the king, bro. Apparently Emirates is
they
like
top Donnies. I've seen them getting about. Like the air hostesses and that are getting about when I'm queuing for my Ryanair or Jet2. I see them getting about and think that looks well nice. That.
Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. But yeah, that's obviously good news on the injury front there, man. A little bit more on Brighton coming up, obviously, with the press conference. He was speaking about Roberto De Zerbi, obviously the new manager. We've seen each other 2 or 3 times to talk football. He's happy he's here. I saw the last 2 games already playing the way they want to. His impact in England will be massive. I congratulated him by phone when he was appointed. This manager, bro, I'd seen, obviously, I don't really know too much about him, bro, but apparently he's meant to be a very, very good manager, plays football in the right way, really passionate. It's going to be interesting to see how he gets on.
Yeah, it's like what Kolarov called him mini Pep, didn't he? And I think that's telling as well, the fact that, because Kolarov's played against him before. I think he'll do well, because Brighton with Potter was playing nice football as it is. So to get a manager, basically, you know what they've done? They've looked at United, Brighton, and gone, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't switching up our style left, right, and centre. We're going to stick with our style, get another attacking, nice football playing manager in, and it'll blend in. Like, do you know what I mean? It'll be a smoother transition. And great. I'm full fan. I'm excited for it. I like Brighton, so I'm excited to see what they can do.
And that's what City will do when Pep goes, isn't it? City are not going to get like a Mourinho ball.
Oh yeah, we ain't going to get. But I seen people saying that when Pep goes, we're going to go get Tommy Tuchel. Not a chance. Not a chance. Unless we're desperate for a Champions League, we are not going to go full send Tuchel. We will full send someone like Luis Enrique, someone who fits the mold, or try and get Nagelsmann from Bayern. We'll try and get someone who will play in a similar style to Pep.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. Yeah, I mean, people who think that City are just going to completely chop to a different style of coach is wild. And fair dues for Brighton. I think it's going to be an interesting move to see how he gets on. But obviously, Pep Guardiola massively buzzing about it. He was then asked about the week off, because obviously we've had a week off. We were meant to play Arsenal. How mad was that, bro? So you telling me that we was meant to play Arsenal last night and then Brighton tomorrow?
Yeah.
Was that an actual thing?
Yeah. So no. We was meant to play Arsenal on Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
And then, but then, Arsenal's game was moved to Thursday because it's a Europa League game.
Got you. That confused me then. Anyway, he was asked about whether or not it's going to be an advantage having like the 1 week off. He said, 1 advantage in 7 years, not a problem. We are used to play until the last stages of the competitions. All the other teams who don't play in Europe have advantage over teams who do play in Europe. Pep Guardiola, if you take this point, they are better. We rest to prepare the game. Normally we play games where others have more time. We never complain. When we play Arsenal, the other teams will rest, which is obviously, a valid point. It's going to be an interesting one, this one, because obviously we're coming off the back of a bad result, and sometimes you just want to be like, you just want to play a game. And I was trying to think to myself whether or not I would have liked to have played that Arsenal game. And I've still not fully decided whether or not I wanted to play it. I did a poll. I don't know if you was at football. We did the Big Steve show and did a poll in the chat to see whether or not people thought that the week off was a good thing or the week off was a bad thing. And I think the 60% of people said they thought it was a good thing. And I don't know. I'm not saying they're wrong. I don't know whether or not. I guess tomorrow will tell us whether it's been a good thing or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The thing is, it'd been nice to have that instant bounce back. And we said it after the Liverpool game. I think we've said it in our player ratings. We said, because we've lost now, we have to sit on it for a week and kind of dwell on this loss for a week. which is why when we do any of our videos, we still have Liverpool fans coming to us because it's still been a week of football throughout without us. However, had we played Arsenal, you could instantly kind of just write that off. But were we ready to go into Arsenal? That's the thing. But then, my thing is, if Pep just went back to the way that we normally play, it might have just been fine. But then in my head, I'm thinking, would Pep have just full sent this same madness to prove that he had that game plan?
That's a good point.
In Pep's head, bro, I'd have thought, I genuinely think that because it didn't work against Liverpool, he'd go, right, I'll show you what I mean, and full send it against Arsenal, and it won't work again. Like, I can see it. I can see it.
He probably would have done that, you know. I probably would have done that.
He's too stubborn.
Obeyed with a 5 says, I'm on the Emirates team, but thanks Etihad for the cash. Let's go see. Yeah, but Emirates is the one, man. Emirates is
we need to get that Emirates flight, bro. We need to hit up the Emirates flight, innit?
I know. Big holiday. Yes. Osai Bonsu, yes, bro. Long time no see, Bray with a 5 says, yes, lads. Like LB, I'm finally over the Liverpool defeat. Endured annoying Liverpool fans at the Premier League Fan Fest in Philly. But we move. Yes, bro.
Yes, Joseph Osei Bonsu. I love that name. Osei Bonsu. Sounds like a footballer, that.
The reason I'm over it is it's like he plays left back, innit? Do you not reckon he plays left back, Osei Bonsu?
Oh, yeah, definitely, bro. Osei Bonsu. That's a defo left back name, that.
He flies down the wing, innit? He's a flying. Yeah. He's like a Marcelo regen.
yeah, that is defo a left back name, that.
I was going to say, on the Liverpool thing, the reason I'm over it is just because, like, again, what you said in the stream, we're probably still going to win the league. Probably.
Probably.
So you just got to think positive and think it's just a small hiccup. And at the end of the season, if we win the league, who cares? You know what I mean? No one cares.
We've come back from much worse. So, and you said it really well. If we beat Arsenal in both our games against Arsenal, we're above them.
Yeah, I know.
So, is what it
That's
is.
True. End up with the 2 says, LB, how are we feeling about Juventus trying to sign Gundogan? I mean, I'm not surprised teams are trying to sign Gundogan. I'm not surprised anyone's trying to sign him. And obviously, he's out of contract at the end of the season. Yeah. However, I've been told from a semi-decent source that he's going to sign a new contract. There was rumours coming out a couple of days ago that he was going to sign a contract until 2025, I think it was, or 2024, I can't remember now. So yeah, we'll have to see in it. But you know, the reason I bought this shirt was because Ilkay Gundogan was on the back. So if he leaves now, I will cry. I'll have to see if they do returns in it.
Nah. What you need to do is you need to get it signed by him. You know what you need to do, bro? You need to get that one signed by him, then get a City kit one, his last City kit. If it's this year, next year, sign that one as well and put them in your room, innit?
Yeah.
And you can have like a Gundogan shrine in your house, bro.
I know. That's how weird is that?
Have like candles around it.
Oh, imagine I'm the reason he leaves.
Yeah, he's seen you and was like, nah, I ain't
actually proper wanted to stay at Man City, but there was this weird guy, right? And he just loved me too much, and had all my shirts and random shit in his house. That's funny. Yeah, pretty wild. But yeah, if anyone wondering why I've got the shirt on, it's because it's a Gundogan shirt. He's my favourite player in it. So
yeah, you know what? I think it's timed very bad because we play Dortmund next week.
That's an incredibly good point that I've just
realised now. I was just thinking, like, why is everyone reacting so bad? And then we do play Dortmund next week, so it is a bit. Do you know what I mean? On the Dortmund preview, don't wear that shirt.
I won't wear it. That's a very good point, man. Let's go through some of the other stuff that you were speaking about there. Where we are. He spoke more on the new Brighton manager, De Zerbi. He said the way he plays, he comes from Italy, plays incredible. They have success with the country and national teams. We expect both sides to be good. Sassuolo, as an example, no matter the quality, if you believe something, 100% you can do it. He's the biggest example for all the managers. Doesn't matter the results or the way you believe in every place he's been. In Brighton, he took over the team from Potter, who did an incredible job. So dynamic without the ball. With the ball, incredible. Players like McAllister, Marsh, Gross, all have incredible quality in small spaces. You see with the ball already what he has done. So clearly Pep Guardiola very, very respectful of They knew Brighton manager De Zerbi, and I think that's rightly so because as well I like Brighton. I think Brighton are a solid Premier League team at the moment, and they've done it in the right way. They're moving on a good. I say that they did piss me off in the summer with Cucurella, but we'll allow that for now. I think they've done it in the right way, and that they're a team moving in the right direction. And it'd be interesting to see what they could do if they could just spend a bit of money. I don't, and you know what? I'd almost wouldn't, if I was a Brighton fan, I almost wouldn't want us, I say us as a Brighton fan, almost wouldn't want Brighton to have too much money because, sometimes if you get that much money without knowing what to do with it, you can blow it. We've seen teams do that in the past, but if they could just sort of increase their transfer spend by like 30%, do you know what I mean? I think it'll be really interesting to see what they could do.
The thing is, they've got some mint players in it. They've got McAllister, the Argentinian, which I always find absolutely mad. They've got Trossard, who's sick. They had Cucurella in the team. It's pretty wild that they sign these players, bro, and they come good. They come good, and that's obviously we've said this before when we were trying to sign Cucurella. That's their kind of business model. They'll go sign these players. They'll come to the Premier League, do well, then they'll end up selling them on for quite a bit of cash, just like they did with Cucurella. And now the Cucurella thing was annoying, and it almost went against their kind of system. But at the same time, in the end result, it didn't because they ended up getting the £60 million for him. Mm-hmm. So if they look back on it, they go, no, we backed ourselves to get this amount of money, and we did get the cash. I like the way that they're going about things. If they could just, like you say, up it a little bit and get a few more of these Donnies in, do you know what I mean? They could become like a serious side, do you know what I mean? And then start working their way up. Well, it'd be interesting.
I'm looking at the transfer spend, bro. So this summer they spent 40 million, right, which is quite low this day and age for a Premier League side, especially a top 10 team. Last season they spent 67 million, which is a bit higher, but again, I'd say surely they've got a little bit more money than that. And then the season before that, they spent 25.
That's not a lot.
It's not a lot, bro. What, 130 million across 3 seasons? I mean, they're doing an absolutely fantastic job, don't get me wrong. But if you're a Brighton fan, you're just probably thinking to yourself, if we could up that, split that between, 3 seasons, 130 million. What's that, like 40 million, 45 million a season, something like that. Yeah, quick maths. If you can up that to like 75, 80 million every year and you spend it wisely, be interesting to see what Brighton could do, man.
You know what's pretty mad? Oh, never mind. I just had a look at Aston Villa spend because obviously they're near the relegation places. I was thinking, what's their spend this year? They've only spent 60 mil.
But
last year they did spend 120 mil.
Bro, funny enough, I responded to Asan this morning about that because he was talking about it. So I've done a thing to him. So this season has been 63. Last season 114. Season before 91. Season before that 143.
Oh yeah, so it's constant cash.
So they've been doing the constant cash. It'd just be interesting to see what Brighton would do if they had that little bit. I'm interested actually. Is there any Brighton fans in the stream? Do you agree? Do you think that if you just had a little bit of extra cash, I'm not talking crazy money, you're spending like 40 million on average a season. If you could increase that to 65, 70, it'd be interesting to see what Brighton could do with that money, man. Where did they finish last season, bro? Do you know? I've got a table here, actually, I can get it up. They finished 9th last season, finished 16th the season before, and they finished 15th that season. So it's steady progress. Steady 16th to 9th, and they're currently in 8th.
I know this is just like a switch up and like completely not even relevant. It's kind of relevant just to cash, and especially because the bottom of the league. Forest spent 145 mil.
I know,
bro. 145 mil.
Yeah, bro. But they've bought it on and not being funny, but they've wasted that money. That's what I'm saying. That's why if you get too much money, sometimes you can go and blow it. Who did they sign?
Morgan Gibbs-White for 25 mil.
Poor signing, my opinion.
Nico Williams. They spent 20 mil on him. That Emmanuel Dennis, they spent 13 mil on him, but I actually like him. That centre forward.
I don't even. Is he playing for him though? Because when I watched a couple of Forest matches recently, and I don't even know if he's been playing.
Oh yeah. No, I'm thinking of when he played for Watford. To be honest,
let me see if he is playing. Either that, or I'm not seeing him, or he's playing, but bro, he's getting subbed off after 70 minutes.
He's just not doing the business.
No. I'll go through some of these super chats.
M Dope with the 2 says also F Duck Liverpool. Yes, M Dope, mate. F in the brackets, you know what I mean? Read it. Obey with the 20. Yes, Obey with the 20. He knows. City signed Sani. That is what needs to happen.
Question, Obeyed. I don't think he was in the stream last night when I did a Big Steve. A Big Steve show. I can't remember seeing your name, but someone asked a question, bro. In fact, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you a question now.
Me?
Yeah. And Obeyed and everyone in the chat. Would you rather have Bellingham or Sani back?
Oh, that's grim.
Who's thinking about it?
Oh, that's grim. That's grim.
Because I'm going to do a poll. Go on, bro. What are you thinking? Tell me what you're thinking.
I thought our left wing were light. We're light on the left wing situation. We've got on the left wing side of things, we've just got Jack Grealish and that's it, and Sani would do bits. But Bellingham is long term. Bellingham is, do you know what I mean? He is long term driller, so you're signing for the future. But then as it stands, Bernardo hasn't left. Gundogan hasn't left. Not yet.
This is what I was saying, man. Obeyed wants Sani with a $20 donation. Give me Sani.
Yes, Obeyed. He's funding it himself. I've
done the poll in the chat, by the way, guys, so you can have your vote. I've seen a lot of people voting.
Nah, Bellingham. I know why, and I've seen someone in the chat say it.
Go on.
Bellingham, Carlos Borges.
Yeah, bro, that's exactly what I said.
Someone said it in the chat. Then I was like, that just makes sense. Bellingham, Carlos Borges.
Last night, bro, I said. Because I'm pretty certain that either Gundogan or Bernardo, one of them will probably leave.
They'll leave, yeah.
And even if they don't leave, Gundogan's getting on now anyway. So you probably want to think about buying a midfielder soon. And Borges, he's a real good talent who can play on that left-hand side. He's left-footed as well. He could be good. So that's kind of mad.
I'm sorry, Obeyed, isn't it? I'm sorry, mate.
I know.
I think it's see sign Bellingham. But if we can't get Bellingham, then yeah, full sense Sani, innit? Because Liverpool fans are very confident.
The only other thing I'd say as well is that he's a different player to what he was at City. When you watch him for Bayern now, he doesn't really play in the same sort of way. He plays off the right or through the middle. I ain't really seen him play on the left that much for Bayern Munich. So I just think that, do you know what? You only say he should never go back in it. I feel like it might be one of them situations where he
shouldn't come back.
You're going to be like, this ain't the Sani that we used to know. So I don't know that. But
you know what I mean?
If it was available for offer, like say Bayern wanted to sell him, I would consider it.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'd consider it. But I think it might be better to shelve it as one of them things of what could have been. Oh, imagine if Sani was back. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if Sani stayed. I think I think the whole story suits better when it's like that. Phil there, never go back to your ex. You know what I mean? That's basically the thing. But I don't know. If it was on offer though, it was on offer.
If it was an offer, it was an offer. Yeah, it was an offer. Nah, you know what it is? Grealish at the moment, he's our new guy on that left-hand side. We've got Carlos Borges who can come through. Phil Foden can play still on that left-hand side. So, you know, we're not as light as possible. I just would really, really like to see Carlos Borges be given a chance on the left-hand side. So, Obeyed says, I want them all. I'll take the lot.
God, Obeyed. He also says $4.99. He just put he put purchase. Purchase. Just I'll buy it. Sir Alan, yes, Sir Alan with a $14.99. Yes, Sir Alan, mate. City vs Brighton. It says City Supporters Club Melbourne in the Imperial Hotel on the corner of Bourke Street and Spring Street. Melbourne, 1 a.m. Sunday morning. Come on down. 1 a.m. What a time that is. Good time, actually, if you're on the sesh.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not the worst thing in the... Wait, Sunday mornings? Oh, wait, yeah, because it's Sunday
it's technically Sunday. So basically, you go out on Saturday, go out at 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, you know what I mean, around that time. And then, you know what I mean, get on the sesh. And then at 1 o'clock, you get to watch City. That'd be sick, bro.
Yeah.
That'd be a mint Saturday night.
It's going to be decent, bro. It's going to be decent.
Yeah, so make sure you get yourself there if you're around that area.
A lot of people loving Borges at the moment, want to see some of him. So yeah, that's interesting. In fact, actually, City should be. Oh, we're not here, are we? We can't do a watch along for that one. We'll do I tell you what we'll do for the Seville game. We'll do another watch along for the Seville game.
Yeah.
And we can watch Borges again. See how he gets on in the Champions League. So stick around for that one because that's going to be decent. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for it.
For people that don't know, content will be light around Dortmund from Monday till Dortmund to when we get back. When do we get back? Wednesday or Thursday?
Wednesday. I was asking this yesterday. I didn't know. You know?
Well, it's, by the way, if we when I say we booked it, I had nothing to do. I was steaming. It was all booked in the most hectic way where people were just sending in our group chat. Everyone was sending cash to loads of different people. Everyone's booking something else. It was wild. So I still don't really know what's going on. But yeah, Dortmund, we're going there. So allow the content for a bit, just for a couple of days.
Yeah,
we might do. We could do a YouTube short when we're there, but I wouldn't bank on it basically because we're going to be a mess.
Yo, MO Arsenal fan, Man City better step up against the top 6 teams if you want to win the league, bro. How many top 6 teams have we played this season?
One. No. Are you putting United in top 6? They are in the top 6 or 2.
2. Oh, we won one, lost one.
1-1, lost one.
How can you say that, bro?
I mean, haven't Arsenal done more?
But I know, but how can you be like, we need to step up against us? What do you mean step up? We've only played 2. You know what I mean?
I think you just, I don't think he means you're doing bad against top teams. I think he just means that you're going to have to step up against these top teams.
Why are these Arsenal fans coming in our stream, right? You know how many times...
To be fair, Mo's been here for a long time, you know. I always know because he has the classic badge.
Mo, right, listen, Mo. I know you're gassed because you're top of the league, bro. But you can't be coming in a Man City stream telling us what we need to do, bro. We know what we need to do. We've done it loads. Arsenal fans loving it at the moment, man, and rightly so as well.
You know what? I'm only jealous. I'm only jealous that they're top of the league. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to be top of the league right now. I'd love to be giving it the big one, but we can't right now.
I know. Obey with a 20 says, at City we buy football clubs. Who says we can't buy players? Just think about it. We buy teams, bro.
We do buy teams for.
And then on that.
His follow-up by Dortmund.
Just buy Dortmund. Just buy Dortmund. In fact, they're on the stock market, Borussia Dortmund, aren't they?
Yeah, I think it's one of them things that's pretty much impossible to buy Dortmund, isn't it? Because the fans wouldn't allow it.
Borussia Dortmund stonks, bro. They're worth £400 million. Like, it might be euros actually. Right, so my question is, right, if Haaland didn't have the release clause and they wanted like 180 mil, you might as well just buy the club, innit?
Yeah, just buy the whole club.
Well, would you want to buy Haaland on his own?
Bro, this is peak Man City fans, this is peak Man City fans, bro. Imagine another fan watching is going to go, they're going to be like, yo, look at these City fans. They don't even speak about buying players anymore. They just speak about buying the club because it'll be cheaper in the long run.
Bro.
And it probably would have been because then we can get Jude, we can get Haaland, we can get Gio Reyna.
That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Just buy the football. This is the new way. This is the new way of doing business, guys, and it's going to work out.
Surely that can't actually be a thing. Surely that's like monopolizing the game. Like, surely we would not. We'd get stopped on all fronts. Just buy the club and send the players.
Yeah, Sir Alan says we're going to be cooked by 1 o'clock, bro.
Yeah, that's it, Sir Alan, mate. That's good. 1 a.m. cooked, ready to go. Then you get hyped for the match. I'm jealous, Sir Alan, mate. That'll be a laugh, that.
Mo's saying he likes Man City. I like Arsenal.
He does like
bro. I'm only joking, bro. Good comment here from Brian. Kvaratskhelia.
Oh, yeah, you don't think about it. Kvaratskhelia.
He's a very good player, but he's so far 1 year wonder. Not to mention Napoli will be a ridiculous price tag. I predict 150 million. I'm not going to speak about that on this stream, Brian, because I want me and Jordan to do a stream on him.
On this
because
guy, yeah.
He's a top player. A lot of people have been asking us about him, and it's Napoli, so there's a big discussion there. So we'll do a whole separate stream next week or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a good plan, that.
And open with a 5. So Sani has 5 goals and 2 assists in 10 games. Jude has 1 assist and 3 yellow cards in 10. Not saying Jude is bad, but the hype on him is crazy a little bit. This is what I'm saying about Jude Bellingham.
The hype is very overhype at the moment.
This is what happens with English players, though, isn't it, bro?
Yeah, all the time. And sometimes it ruins them. Sometimes the hype gets too much. Do you know what I mean? And the British media doesn't do anything to help that. I think it'd be better off to just allow these people to just, I mean, Jude's what, 18 years old or something? Allow these, like, do you know what I mean? These young talents to just kind of breeze through kind of thing. Don't put too much pressure on them and that. Just allow them to get better as a footballer without the added pressure of all the press behind it and everything like that. I think it makes it worse. The better you are when you're young, the worse it is, the worse the hype around you is. And that's what it is. It's hype. But then as soon as you kind of drop off, you start, it turns, you're all, oh, he's a flop. Do you know what I mean? And it's toxic. It's very toxic.
Do you agree with that comment there by Jamie? I'll put it up again.
He's captain.
Yeah, he's made his captain, yeah.
I didn't even know he was captain.
Do you reckon that's some sort of like
trying to keep
plan? Either that or just put his price up even more. Because you're not just buying
he's our captain here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't know. It's weird. Super chat here from Obey says we will buy FIFA and EA and Qatar.
Buy all of them. Buy all.
There'll be nothing left, bro.
Yeah. When you go buy FIFA and that, it will be when you buy a game of FIFA. I know obviously we'll have bought EA. It'll just be called Man City Football, and then you can play as any team against Man City, but you never win. You just never win.
I know. No, it's interesting that one. But
if you're winning 2-0, the match gets called off. He also says, "Let's buy the properties around the Emirates Stadium."
Oh yeah.
Obeyed me mad. With the money that the super chats that he's sending now, mate, you could be funding this.
No, it is crazy, and I'm looking forward to the Jude Bellingham streams, man, because the timeline streams are I think the timeline streams that we do are some of the best content we do on the channel.
Oh yeah, they're so good.
I just think it's
with that Haaland because we really full sent it during Haaland, didn't we?
Yeah,
and that was. We had that down to a T. We knew where he was, what was going on. We had everything going on. Do you remember that when we had the flight trackers going, all them, man, and we had it when he was in Monaco on the hairpin. And we was like looking at him going, there he is. We found where he is in that. It was, honestly, they're our best streams because we deep dive it and we give you every bit of information. And
we actually know what we're talking about as well on that one.
Yeah.
Because we actually... in the know, like we're not in the know, but like we read it, so we're up to date. So you're actually getting a valuable thing from us,
rather than just hearing us chat shit. You're actually getting knowledge from us, and as well,
this one here from Felipe, the Monaco Google Street View. Stream
that was unreal content. It was unreal content, and another thing is the fact that. Because me and LB go through all the sources and read all the sources so much in all them streams, we begin to filter out the ones that don't know what they're talking about and the ones that are getting things right. So then we kind of build up when we see news, we're like, we can trust this. We can trust this. Then the chat all know as well that they can trust it. It's sick.
Yeah, it was a good stream that, and you're right. The more that you do it, and you go through it and you go back from a long time ago, you start to see who is right and who is wrong. And we knew, didn't we, that Bild in Germany were on the ball. We knew that they knew what they were talking about because they predicted things that would happen and then they came true. We knew that Sky Sports Germany were way off the mark. They were still saying we were going to sign Harry Kane in March, April time. So they were well off the ball. And it's just good to do them timeline streams because you really do understand what's going on. And it's
Bild came in clutch in that transfer. They do a lot. Them they were really good. Is it Christian Falk? Is that what he's called? The guy who does the Bild stuff.
Yeah.
He was sick. He knew what he was talking about. Him.
Yeah, and that for sure. Betas, what else should we buy? Suggestions, please.
Yeah, Obeyed, buy me a beard, mate. Buy me a beard transplant.
A beard.
Buy me a beard. Man City owned beard.
That's funny. Right, cool. Buzzing. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, there wasn't really much of the press conference.
As you can tell.
As you can tell, we started chatting shit. But There will probably be a lot more tonight at 10:30. So make sure you're following City Extra on Twitter to get all the updates on that. That's when that'll come out. And usually you get some more interesting things at 10:30. So it's pretty decent.
That's where the juice is.
You are?
That's where the peri is. You know what I mean? That's
That's
where the good stuff is.
This is like the lemon and herb. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to. It's all right. No. I won't pick it.
Nah, it ain't the way. It ain't the way. But yeah, guys, it is a big game tomorrow because obviously we lost at the weekend. For those of you that have forgot that already, I'm going to remind you we did get beat. So we need to be going and getting the dub tomorrow, getting a 3 points, put the pressure back on Arsenal. When do Arsenal play, bro? And who are they playing?
Oh, who are they playing this weekend? They're not playing West Ham, are they?
They're playing
Southampton at 2 o'clock on Sunday.
I don't know if you can do it. You have to let me know. But after our game tomorrow, it'll be pretty tight and hectic. But Chelsea are playing Man United.
Is it?
Yeah. 5:30. Potential Extra Club stream if you fancied it. I did the maths. We could do it. We just have to be like...
We could do it. We'd basically have to go from watch long review that just basically bang like that.
We could always just for tomorrow, unless we just didn't do like a separate review stream.
We'll just stay in the normal stream.
Yeah.
Then I'll do what I did last time on the last watch long. I time stamped it so you could see where the review was. Do you know what I mean? So you could see it. So yeah, we'll just do that again. We'll just stay in the watch along and then we'll go over to that. That's sick. That's a shout. That Chelsea Man United. That's gonna be sick.
Yes, Alan. Have a good one, mate. See you tomorrow, pal. And yeah, I will be in shape tomorrow.
We'll both look fresh tomorrow, Sir Alan, mate. Just come back tomorrow when you cooked, and do you know what I mean? It won't matter anyway because you'll be all over the place.
Bro, Benzema real hot now.
Yeah, you are rocking the Benzema look. You need that hand thing, innit? You need the hand bandage.
Oh yeah. Tomorrow we'll do that then. So if you want to watch that, I guess it'll be open because it's a big game and it'll be Extra Club.
Open, but chat. Members only chat. Yeah.
Get involved. Link in the description. Become an Extra Club member. You really help support the channel. You get access to the chats in them streams, or sometimes we do private ones as well. So yeah, get involved. Help support the channel. I appreciate you all. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else. Have you got anything, bro? I think we've gone through all the super chats.
Yeah. Oh, baby, the 5 says I'm donated a beard, bro. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
Right, buzzing. Been a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Tomorrow, big game. See you in a bit. Peace out.
See you in a bit.